Do you remember what you dreamt about last night? Some people remember every single dream and every detail. Others say they don't dream at all. Christine met up with a local dream expert to better understand the meaning of some very common dream themes.
Barry is joining us now. He was nice enough to share one of his dreams, or at least a trend that goes on with your dreams. It's a pretty interesting one we haven't heard yet. What is it?
Well, when I was a kid, when I was a youngster, I remember that whenever I was not feeling well, and maybe I wouldn't realize it really till the next day, but I would have a dream where something kept rolling toward me like a big wave of some kind. It never reached me, but I never got away from it either.
So you always woke up from that dream and you actually got sick a couple days later, or that next day?
It would mean that maybe that night I wasn't feeling well, so I would wake up and it'd be worse. But I just remember that as a strange thing, and that's been a few years ago, let's say.
Do you still, so a few years ago was when you had the last time you had that dream?
Yeah, maybe 50.
Maybe
50 years ago.
50 years ago. All right, what does this mean? Does it have a meaning to it?
So was it water, or was it just something?
It was maybe water. It was just a big wave, huge tidal wave of something rolling toward me, and I would run from it, but I couldn't get away from it.
Okay, so very interesting. So if it was water, water in a dream represents our day-to-day experiences, the things that are happening in our daily life. And a tidal wave would be like an overwhelming, whoa, like there's a lot going on that I can't really understand. And I think a lot of that can be related to stress, which then does cause, the physical aches and pains or illness or just not feeling well. So if that was my dream, I would look at what was going on in my life and look at why am I overwhelmed and what can I do about it?
What if it wasn't water? What would other things be in that dream of like overpowering you or like a wave?
I think the same kind of applies. I would really if it were me, I would want to kind of ask my dream, what is this about, so I could get more clarity on what's coming my way. But the same feeling applies. The overwhelm, the kind of being consumed, that would still apply.
So now, even though this dream was years ago, you need to start thinking about it before you go to bed and try to bring it back. Do you think you can do that?
If I must.
Does that solve all the mysteries in your heads years later?
Yes, thank you. Do I owe you anything?
Absolutely not. No way.
I'll take payment.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take payment.
We'll let Christine sort the payment out later on. And we're going to check back in with Christine in a little bit for another dream analyst.